What is up, everybody? This is Eric, the one and only Barrier Collector, and today I am doing my May 2023 video game haul. Now, please excuse me. I'm still recuperating from losing my voice from being sick this whole month with a cold, but my voice seems to be catching up and getting back to its annoying old self. So, yeah, one of the first things though of this haul, first of all, I don't have any digital downloads for the month. However, I do have a quick update on a game that I got in the last haul. If you guys remember this game, The Cruel King and the Great Hero, for the PlayStation 4. Originally, when I showed you guys this game, it was like at the end of the video of the part where I show all the games. And this was the last game that I got from the haul. And I give a little story of, you guys can see last month's haul, how apparently I went to GameStop. They didn't have the game, and that apparently I got the case for the game. And then I had to buy the game online because eventually they canceled my order. So, yeah, I got the game and I bought it. But lo and behold, they had canceled my order. They sent me this. They sent me the storybook edition for the PS4, the collector's edition box. Which includes all of these things. So I was like, what? Me and my girlfriend were like, I did the video, released it on a Tuesday. I received the game, the disc on, what was it, like on Wednesday or Thursday? And then on the weekend, I get a box from GameStop. And I'm like, what is it? And my girlfriend and I were like, GameStop? And I'm like, you don't think that they send us the game? And when I looked at it, it felt heavy. And I was like, okay. Lo and behold, I got this one. So now I'm stuck with 2 copies of The Cruel King and the Great Hero. I don't know what I'm going to do with the with this copy. Maybe I'll sell it, or maybe I'll keep it so I won't have to open this one. We'll see. But it's just a little update for the haul from last month. Really cool though. That's pretty cool. At least this time they did something right. GameStop did something right. But anyways, I wanted to update you guys on that. Now, to begin the haul, like I said, I didn't get any digital downloads, but I got a ton of other great games. A lot of games that I've been wanting to get for a really long time. I was able to get bids and win, so I went overboard again this month with video games. But I'm very happy with what I got. I also got a couple of cool Transformer figures, as well as some other things that I'll show you. But anyways, let's get started. First games that I got for the PlayStation 2, Aqua, sorry, I said Aqua Kitty. Aqua, the addictive fast, it's a 3D puzzle game. This was a game that I ordered prior to I ordered during April, but I got it in May, and I included it in the May haul. A very cheap game. It's actually like a 3D puzzle game. It looked very fun, so I got it for a couple of bucks. Way less than that. So yeah, the other game that I got that I wanted to get that seemed very cool, Alter Echo. This is a platformer for the PS2 adventure game. Got it complete, and this is a game that caught my attention when I was looking into cheap games. So yeah, got that one. Let's see what else I got. Okay, the next ones. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I have a lot of stuff here. Okay, this next 4 sets of games I won on a bid, and the reason why I wanted to get this game, I'll show you in a second. But the games that I got are for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. First one. Oops, sorry, I'm moving the camera too much. Sorry. Okay, first game that I got was Miss Pac-Man for the Game Boy. Cool game. Then it came with Super RC Pro-Am for the Game Boy. This one was like whatever for the Game Boy World Cup, Nintendo World Cup. And this is the one that I wanted to get because I found out that this was a really cool game. And that is Eminem's Mini Madness for the Game Boy Color. This is the reason why I got the game. Won them in a bid and I didn't pay a lot. I think I paid about no more than $15 with shipping for all of them. So this was a pretty good buy because I think this one alone costs more money. So yeah, got that one. Next game that I got was a Genesis game that I thought I played many years ago, but I never did. And that's for the Genesis Fatal Labyrinth. For the Sega Genesis. I never played this one. This is like an RPG strategy game. Did not pay that. I don't know how much I paid for this one. Didn't pay a lot. But yeah, got this game. Really cool. And then the next one, and you'll see this as the video goes by, I got The Simpsons Bart versus the Juggernauts for the Game Boy. I've never played The Simpsons games on Game Boy or Super Nintendo / Genesis. I've always played them on the NES. And you'll see more Simpsons stuff coming up. That's like a hint. Next game that I got. Okay, just trying to keep it a little bit here. Okay, next game that I got is another game to the Wii U collection. Wii U, what's it called? Need for Speed Most Wanted U. Got this game for the Wii U. Now, I only got about 18 games left to collect on about less than 20 games to collect to finish the collection on the Wii U of the US releases. But the ones that are left are mostly the expensive ones. But yeah, got this one, and this is a game I've been looking for a really long time, and I got it for a decent price, so that's pretty cool. Next one, finally got this one because this is an expensive game, kind of, sort of, like during the time that I got it. Mega Man 3 for the Game Boy. You'll see that I got a lot of Game Boy games. And this is a game that I used to have in my youth that I loved. So yeah, now I got Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. And Mega Man 5, but Mega Man 5 is a reproduction. I only need 4 to have all the Game Boy Mega Man games. So I'm looking for that one in the near future. Next one, okay, this one's a little story. NES Kung Fu. Got it for, $9. Now, here's the story behind this game. Last month, when I was doing my haul, I had bought the game online for really cheap. Now, Kung Fu is a game that's not expensive to own, I don't think, yet. However, it goes for about between 10 to 15 bucks is the average price for a decent copy of it. Anything a little bit less might look kind of less better on the quality of the look of the game, of the cartridge. But anywho, I had bought the copy for like about $5. Very excited because I really I really like this game for the NES. I bought it. Supposedly it was shipped. Never received it. Turns out that the person who sold it to me, apparently they said they were in the hospital, and that they're just to try back in a few days. They never responded. They were very bad. So eventually I had got my money back from eBay. Now, I remember seeing this game at my local retro shop here in the area, and I passed it by, and I regretted not getting it before because I had a feeling they weren't going to show that game. But anyways, I stuck, with waiting for the seller to send it to me. They never did. So went back to the shop, and coincidentally, they still had it. Got it, as well as this one particular game that I've never played, but I've heard of many times before, Raid on Bungling Bay, for the NES. So I got Kung Fu and that one at my retro shop. Paid about, this one I paid a little more. That's about the average that it was going for around the time that I bought it, in really good shape. Never played it. It's like a shooter. I know I saw videos. It's kind of like a overhead shooter strategy game. I don't know. Gotta take a look at this one. This one really caught my eye. And then, so those I got on my retro game shop. This other game, this is another game that supposedly I had won in a bid, but they returned my money because they told me that they accidentally sold it, or had already sold it, which was really messed up because it was a bid, or that they didn't have it, supposedly. So then I spent a while looking for it, but finally got this one for a really decent price. The condition of the cartridge looks but it's a game that I really liked when I was a kid, and that's Final Fantasy for the NES. As you can see, a little bit of bubbling. The label's good. I need to clean the stickers. Other than that, it's in pretty good shape. So finally got this one. This is a game I wanted to add in my collection. I really like the original Final Fantasy. Well, I like the series. Okay, so the next ones. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Next games that I got. This one I got at my local GameStop. It's a game that I had seen last month, but I decided to pick it up because this one, when I saw cut trailers of it on the Switch and the Xbox One or whatnot, it really appealed to me, and that is Xbox One's Demon Turf. It's like an action platformer. I don't know if it's it looks like a 3D platformer. Very, very interesting game. I believe it's 3D, 2D. I forgot, but I know that it's really cool, that it caught my eye. So yeah, got this one. Speaking of Simpsons games, now the other one I got, the Juggernauts. Got Bart Simpson Escape from Camp Deadly. This is a game that I've known of way back in the days. A game that was reviewed on Nintendo Power Magazine way back in the days. Never played it as a kid. Always interested me. Never played it. Finally got it. Another game I didn't know about for the Game Boy Color, but it's in kind of bad shape. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Now the game plays. It's broken from right here. However, this is a pretty not expensive game, but high up there. But I got a really cheap and a good deal because it was broken from that. But I don't care. Looks like a really cool platformer game. So I've never played this one either. Next one is a Super Nintendo game I won on a bid that I've been looking for quite some time, and I'm trying to collect these. And that's a Super Adventure Island for the SNES. Really fun game. Can't go wrong for any of the Adventure Island games. But I'm looking forward in the future of reviewing all of the Adventure Island games, as well as another series that's going to come up soon right now, because I really, really enjoy them. But yeah, that's one. And then another game that I love of a series that I love, and that's the Addams Family for the Game Boy. Now, I knew that the Game Boy version of the Addams Family was available. Now, one thing I discovered when I got this one was that each Addams Family game in each console is a little different. I even discovered just recently, like last week, that even the Addams Family version for the TurboGrafx CD is different as well. And I was kind of shocked on that one too. So, like, for example, the Sega Master System and the NES version of Addams Family are similar. The Super Nintendo and the Genesis version of Addams Family is exactly the same. And the Game Boy version is a little different. I get the feeling that this version is similar to the one. Never played this one though. It seems like it's very similar to the one in the TurboGrafx CD. But I gotta find out, because the other one I just played it because I downloaded the game. Like, I'll show you guys why. I'll explain it in a minute. But I downloaded the game and I was like, whoa, very like shocked. Like, whoa, this is a pretty good game. So yeah, see how this one goes. It's a little different. Next game that I got, another Simpsons game, Virtual Bart for the Genesis. Now, this game's available for both Super Nintendo and Genesis, kind of like in a little bit of weird shape. But this one goes for a lot more money. I think that Super Nintendo versions are a bit more expensive than the Genesis versions of these games. But I've always wanted to play these because I never have played it. So yeah, I'm very happy to have this one. This next one is for my son, actually, not for me. because he likes the series. But it's a Japanese game, and it's for the Wii U, and it's Yokai Watch Just Dance. When he was a younger kid, oh, here I go again moving the camera. When he was a younger kid, he would dance to the YouTube videos when they show the gameplay of these games. So it's a very fun game that he likes. And it comes with a medal. He collects these medals as well. So yeah, really cool. I'm going to modify my Wii U to see if we can play these. So yeah, see what happens. Now, this is another thing. Last month, I remember getting one of these, not the same type of game, but something similar to this for the Super Nintendo. And I found this one out there, and that is the Data East Classic Collections for the Super Nintendo. It's brand new, and it's like a newer game that's made. And it has 5 games. It has Fighters History 2, I guess. Side Pocket, I like that one. Side Pocket is fun. Magical Drop and Magical Drop 2. Got it for a really good price, and it's brand new, and it comes with like little stickers and buttons and stuff. This is like a typical thing. This is something that's a really cool thing to have. Interesting. Next, another Simpsons game, and this one, you guys, I've been looking for forever. And that is The Simpsons Bartman Meets Radioactive Man for the NES. Okay, looking for this game has been a challenge in the last couple of years. It's a game that was really cheap. I let go of it. And over the time, it's becoming a more and more expensive game to own. I want to put it there as a gatero, which is the slang that I'm using for games too expensive to own. It's either at that point right now, or it's reaching that point. Finding a decent copy is not easy for a cheap price, and I won a bid on this one. Believe it or not, there's a story behind. Well, there's not a story, but back in the days, I used to own it as a kid, and I want to say that each Nintendo, just the Nintendo ones, each NES Nintendo Bart Simpson games, to me, gets better and better. From the Space Mutants to Bart versus the World to this one. I think when I used to be a kid, this used to be my favorite of the 3. Now, we'll go ahead in the future. I'm definitely going to do a video in the future on the Simpsons NES games. I want to do like a trilogy, depends. But if it's a gatero, a game too expensive to own, I may do this one separate. Oh, there you have it. Now I'm breaking it. I'm being clumsy right now tonight. But anyways, I want to go ahead and do a video. Depends if becomes to that point. If not, I'll do like a trilogy type of video. But that's my plan for these. But yeah, happy that I got it. Here's the next one. This one kind of got on a whim, but it's a game that caught my eye, even though I'm not too fond of these type of games, and that's Fighting Masters for the Genesis. This game I never really played. I saw gameplays of it. Yes, kind of in weird shape, but something about it, I want to say the music sounded off the hook, as a fighting game. So I want to give this one a try. See how it goes. Man, I know a lot of these, the condition of them, I got them kind of weird looking, but it's not bad. This next one is another game I've been looking for quite some time. Got it, but it's in this type of shape, and that's Sonic and Knuckles for the Genesis. Don't have the lid for it, but all in all, a lot of them sell like this. Not an expensive game, but it's becoming one, especially if you get it in better condition. Now I got all the Sonic games for the Genesis. That was my goal. So I'm looking forward to play this one, Never played it, believe it or not. You guys are going to be like, what the heck? I've been under a rock. But yeah, never played it. So looking forward to it. The next one. So here, this one. Okay, how can I say this one? So this is a game based on a series of movies that are out there that are very popular and well known. But again, I've been living under a rock and I've never watched them. My friends looked at me weird like, what? You never watched this series of movie? this series, and I said no, but it's a movie that has been wanting to catch my eye, and that is the Blues Brothers. But this is for the Game Boy. This is Blues Brothers Jukebox Adventure. Now I don't know. I believe this one is it's a European copy of it. Because the U.S. one cost a lot of money. It is an authentic Game Boy, but I'm looking at if you guys look at see if I can focus. It's a French. It looks like it says France. Yeah, I think it might be a French copy, but it was one of the only ones that were out there. And I got it, Now, the Blues Brothers, they have the NES and the Super Nintendo version of it. They say that the Blues Brothers, that the Jukebox Adventure version is the same as the Super Blues Brothers on the SNES, but for the Game Boy. And it's the sequel of the original Blues Brothers game on the NES and Game Boy. Not related to the movie, because there's a movie version called the Blues Brothers 2000, a movie out there called that the Nintendo 64 cartridge is based off of that. So this one is kind of like a sequel of the original, or maybe loosely based on the movie. But anyways, next game, another game I've been trying to get. This one I missed some bits before, but I finally got it. I had it when I was a kid. One of my favorite movie series of all time, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, for the NES, in really nice shape. Really, really nice shape. I got it for a really good price. This game is becoming a little bit more expensive, but not a Gatero. Yeah, got it. And I want to give it a shot because when I was a kid, I never beat it. I got close to the end. So yeah, Tengen, I love these cartridges. They're interesting to me. But yeah, that's another one. Speaking of the Blues Brothers, then I got the original Blues Brothers for the Game Boy. This one is a USA copy. So I've never played these games, never watched the movies, willing to give everything a try. So that's really good. Another game that I've never played either, for the Genesis, Bart's Nightmare. For the Sega Genesis, The Simpsons. Another game I've been wanting to play. So I'm willing to give it a try. Looking forward for this one. What else do I have right here? Give me a second. Okay. Now this next one is an old school favorite of mine for the Sega Master System. Finally got it. I got it for a really, really good price. Wonder Boy for the Sega Master System. Love this game. Basically a clone of Adventure Island. Really, really like this one. Definitely gonna do videos in the future of Wonder Boy and Adventure Island. I already did a couple for Adventure Island, but Wonder Boy is another one that I want to do. But yeah, got that one. Unfortunately, no case, but at least is I got it. Now this one, okay, interesting story of this game. I got it on sale for really cheap. Defender for the PlayStation 2 complete. It's like a shooter, first person shooter or shooter. Interesting, got the receipt. Okay, get rid of that. But yeah, it's complete in the box. Got it for a couple of bucks. Now, here's the story behind this game. I got this game alongside some other stuff, and I was supposed to get the game Lemmings 2 for the Super Nintendo. Okay, so I ordered the other stuff along with this game and Lemmings 2, and from the same person. When I received everything, I got everything with the exception of Lemmings 2. They sent me some hardback book, because they also sell books in that place. Whoa. They sell books. I told them, hey, you didn't give me my game. I want to get the game. This and that. They told me, keep the book. Sorry. Refunded me the money, and I immediately reordered the game. Stupid me. I reordered the game, bought it, again, and they sent me the same book again. I was like, what gives? Eventually, I just got my money back and gave up on it. Because Lemmings 2 was a game that it's selling for, it doesn't sell for a lot of money, but it's selling kind of high up there. It fluctuates. So I was interested in it, but I said, oh, well, it is what it is. But anyways, moving right along, another Wii U game, the voice, I Want You for the Wii U. Don't you know? Another game for the collection. Unfortunately, some of the games that are left over that are cheaper are the singing ones, karaoke games or whatever that they have. Came complete. Got it for just a couple of bucks. Yeah, added to the Wii U collection. Another Wii U game. Now I own this one digitally. Coincidentally, when I bought the console, it came digitally, but I wanted to get the hard copy, and that's Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. So not an expensive game. This is another one that fluctuates. Is this one? Can either be more expensive or cheap. I got it for really cheap. So yeah, really fluctuates. Now we move on to the, how can I say? Now we move on to the games that are more interesting from the pile that I got. On eBay, I went kind of nuts at the end, almost at the end of the month. Now I ordered a couple of games that I wanted to get that are probably going to be coming out for the June haul, because they're not going to make it around this time, of course, of the making of the video. But one of the games that I got, because I'm collecting these, is I Can Fail, or I Can Fail for the PS4, and it's a limited run game, complete brand new. Got it for an okay price. It's a game that's going a little bit higher. Yeah, went nuts, got a couple of these. Got that one. Then I also bought for the PS4 Story of a Gladiator, another limited run game. This one is interesting. Now, when I went in and researched this game, you know, it caught my attention because you're a gladiator. Oh, by the way, I Can Fail is an RPG, and I like the storyline of this one. You know, like, this is a girl either a girl that goes to a magic school. I don't know. I forgot the story, but this one caught my eye. I Can Fail, and this one did too, because you select the gladiator from a different country or whatever that gets captured in Rome, and it's kind of like a story that you go fight in gladiator battles. So this one looks very interesting. Got that one. The next one. Now this one is a game. We'll leave those limited run games off for a moment. But now I got this one with my points for May from GameStop. A game I've been looking for quite some time. Zangion for the Nintendo Switch. This is one of those games that I've been looking for to get for a while. It's actually like a strategy. I think it's a strategy RPG. No, it's an action RPG. Yeah. But this is a game that I've been looking for quite some time. And it went cheaper now. It was always like at $25. And I was saying, nah. Oh, and this game has been in the shelf of my local GameStop forever. It's one of those games that a lot of games have come and went. Whenever I go to that GameStar every once in a while. Sorry, GameStop, not GameStar. You know, every once in a while. And this game was always on the shelf. So I got it. And yeah, looking forward to this one. This one's interesting. Now, moving on to a couple more interesting games here on the pile. Another Wonder Boy game. Wonder Boy and Monster World for the Sega Genesis. One of my all-time favorite Genesis games. I love Ys 3 on the Genesis. I love this game on the Genesis. I've played it several times. Very, very fond memories from when I was in Mexico and whatnot. A very fun game. I have it in different formats. I have it in I think it's a download, like digital downloads, as well as in that Ultra Genesis collection that I have. But I wanted the original cartridge. Oh, not only that, on the Sega Genesis Mini, but I wanted the original cartridge. And this is a game that fluctuates in value. Got it, you know, at the time that I was looking for, it wasn't that expensive. So I got this one and finally got it. Now, another interesting game that I got. Okay, so, This game I got, Bug Fables, The Everlasting Sapling for the PS4. Another limited run game. It came with a card. The card for Towerfall, sorry, can see. Now, this supposedly, when I bought it, it's supposed to be coming, it used to come in a blind box. Like limited run games started putting games in blind boxes that they'll sell you the game for a decent price and you can get a rare game and whatnot. But this was one of those games that was in the blind box. So bought it because in the picture, in the image, it showed that it would be coming in a blind box. And the way that those boxes, if you guys are not familiar, the game slips inside of the box, and on the left side is like a place where the card goes, and it's like there. When I received it, I got it like this. I called the seller and I said, "Where's the box? You know, I want the box." He was saying, "No, it's just a cheap box that is not of value." And I said, "No, they sell the boxes. They are of value because this signifies that this game was part of a blind box collection, you know." So anyways, he I don't want to say suckered, but he said, "Okay, I'll send you the box." He said, "How about this for the whole trouble? I'll give you the box, but if you see any, but I'll ship it to you if you find any other games that you like." Well, he had 2 games that I liked in there. Well, he had more, but I chose 2. Another set of blind box games. And I said, do these come in the box? I want them in the box. At least in my mind is that at least if he has both of them, and because one of them was not really, it was one of them was a very cheap game, one was not so cheap. And I said, well, if it only comes with those 2 in the box, I'll slip this one in the box because this one is more expensive than one of the other ones. So he said, yeah, and I'll ship you the extra box. So let's see what happens in the next haul. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, this game I really wanted to get. It's an RPG, very interesting storyline, and I'm very happy to get it. And I really like these cards now. Little foil hologram card. Looks really nice on the video on my camera. Like it's just like shiny. Anyways, moving right along. Now this game is a game that I actually wanted to get for the Sega Master System. Ended up getting it for the NES. It's another Tengen game, and that's Afterburner for the NES. The Master System game I'm very fond of, even though it was a game that I didn't really like, but it's a love and hate relationship with Afterburner. Yeah, it's just kind of messed up in the back, but it's pretty decent in the front. Got it for super cheap in a bid. And yeah, I'm happy to have this one because I never played the NES version. So I want to see which one is better, you know, if the NES or Master System one is better. Pretty sure graphically the Master System one is better, but yeah, got that one. Okay, now I'll do these first, even though they were the last ones that I got of the haul. But I want to do this because I want to say the best for last, one of the best for last. So I got the Danny Phantom games, part 1 and 2. The Ultimate Enemy and Urban Jungle for the Game Boy Advance for my son. We started watching the series Danny Phantom on Paramount Plus, and we really liked it. I've never watched it before. My son really likes Danny Phantom. So I surprised him. Well, not me, but his grandma bought them for him. And they're his games. But I wanted to show him off because these were very interesting games. They were... I think they're beat 'em up games or side-scrolling games, and they look really fun. This one's based off an episode from the series, named the same name. Urban Jungle is the sequel to the other game, but I don't know if this is based off an episode or not. This one's a little bit more expensive than that one. Overall, not expensive games, but really cool ones. But anyways, saving the best for last. Now, how can I say this? Let me take a sip. Excuse me. Okay. Now, this last game is a game I think I had when I was a kid. I want to say I owned the original cartridge. I'm not sure. But it's a game that I think I did. But it's a game that I really liked as a kid from a movie franchise that I really like. However, it's become a game not way too expensive to own, but expensive to own. A copy of this game can run you between 70 to $100. I've seen it typically. Now, for those of you who have followed my channel the last couple of months, in the haul video, I mentioned that I ran into this game for an okay price, but regretted not getting it. But I thought it was too expensive. So, yeah, I said, okay, whatever. Fast forward to this month. I was minding my business looking, to see any bids for this game. Lo and behold, this game came out for way cheaper than the price it is. And that game is A Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES. Love this game. This game is super fun. I really like it. For an LJN game, I enjoy it. I used to like it when I was a kid. And when I tested it out, I liked it. Now, if you can see, it looks like Freddy clawed the game a little bit right here. It looked like kind of scratches. I cleaned it up a little bit. It did come damaged when I got it, in the way that it happened like another game that I bought, Godzilla. Like the piece that holds the microchip in there was broken. I had to crazy glue it. The other thing is that this screw is kind of loose because it also broke in there, but overall it held okay. After I fixed it, I tested it, worked great. So the game is an authentic Nightmare on Elm Street game, labeled in decent shape. It's not that great. It's a little decent. Yeah, but finally got into my collection. Love this game. This is a game too expensive to own. One of the games that I really enjoy, believe it or not. One of my favorite LJN games. There's a couple, believe it or not, that I like. So yes, very happy that I got it. Paid, I'll tell you guys how much I paid. I paid about, with shipping and everything, I paid about $45 for it. Not bad for the condition that it's in overall. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little open, but it works. Considering, it's worth more money. Excuse me. Wow. I'm drinking one of these. Drinking is a sparkling water. But yeah, I'm not drinking beer, guys. I don't drink. So yeah. So anyways, glad I got that game. That's it for video games. Now, there's some more stuff that I got. First, let's start with Transformers. Transformers, I bought more of these. I made a video a couple of weeks ago on these, and that video, to be honest with you guys, was an old video that I recorded back in November when I got them at Five Below. And since then, I got Bumblebee, and then now I got these two, which is Barricade and Autobot Ratchet. Got them for $5 at Five Below. I think these are okay. I don't think these are really that bad. I mean, if I see them this cheap, any additional ones, I'll get them. But all in all, they're okay. So I got these. And then I got another Transformer that I've been looking for. And I got it for sale. And that is Transformers Legacy Skull Grind. Now, if you guys know Skull Grind is based off a Pretender from back in the days, and it looks badass. I've seen videos of it. I really like this one. But yeah, really like these legacy ones. They're but they're too expensive. Like this one, I got it for cheaper. I feel like the newer Transformers, everything's gotten more expensive. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm not buying these at that price. Because I used to think that $16, $17 back when the generations used to come out were expensive. These are more, and I feel like they're smaller. So yeah, but anyways, got it for a decent price. So yeah. Now, I told you guys about some movies that I got when I was talking about the Defender game earlier. The movies that I got, of course, were the Blues Brothers and the Blues Brothers 2000 with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. And, of course, the Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman. I've never seen these movies. I'm planning to see them. I know I've been living under a rock. Before I play the Game Boy games and all of that, I want to see the movies first, because in the future I'm planning to do some videos on these, maybe. So yeah, got that. Now, this weekend I got these figures I got because I thought they were really cool. I do not play the game. They're based off a iPhone game, or I hear it all the time in like YouTube commercials that they show up. I'm not at all interested in the game, but the figures I kind of got interested in. The first one is League of Legends Wukong, and it's the first edition. Yeah, I got it for $4.99 at the 99-cent store. Okay, now Wukong. I'm familiar with the Monkey King. For you guys who don't know who the Monkey King, now I've never read the books, but I'm familiar with the story. It's based off the Journey West story. And a lot of adaptations have come out from this particular story. One very popular one is Goku and Dragon Ball. The other one is what other one? I did a review of this PlayStation 3 game many years back. It's a very, very fun game if you guys haven't played it. I think it's called Journey West or something like that. I did a video, very great game, post-apocalyptic game, very good. And when I saw this figure, I told my girlfriend, no, I gotta have it. It looks really badass just because it's Wukong. So yeah. And then the other one, because my son thought it was cool and I thought it was cool, Thresh. I don't know who he is. He's like a bad guy maybe. I don't know. But he looks really cool. Another first edition collection. So yeah, $4.99. You guys should go to your local 99-cent store if you guys are interested in these. They tend to sell really cool things off and on there. But yeah, got these two. And then finally, now I've been saving this for last. I ended up buying one of these, which is where I ran into the Addams Family TurboGrafx CD game when I was adding it to it, and then I bought an Ambernick RG353V console. So what is this? Yeah, I paid some bucks for it. Well, it wasn't bad. I bought it from Ambernick. This console plays everything. It's right here. It plays everything. It's like a Game Boy, but with twin sticks and the buttons, if you can see. And it has two TF card slots, one that holds the memory for the emulators and all that, and the one that you add the games. It runs on Linux as well as Android 11. Not only that, you can plug it into from a mini HDMI to the HDMI to your TV and play it off the TV. You can also control Bluetooth controllers, so it could be like a console. Very, very cool thing. I was playing with it and I love it. I really like this one. Now, I'm going to show you guys. I don't think I've ever showed you guys that I bought this one a while back, but maybe I did. I have a Miu Mini, which is this one. I haven't taken off the cover, which is this one, a Miu Mini. So I got that one. This is like my travel companion to play games. But this will become another one. Which one's better? Now this one runs, I added Onion OS to this one, and it's really good. The emulation, I could play PS1 games. You could play almost anything in these. The only one, this one, I was even able to play Saturn games on this one, which was pretty decent, and Dreamcast games. This one is not quite that powerful. PlayStation 1 games it does play, and as well as other consoles, the classic ones, but it's not as vamped up as this one. Which one is better? It depends on what you like. I think this one's good, but I think this one plays everything. And the other thing I did too, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. No, I don't think I have it here with me, but I will show you guys something. Okay, here it is. Not quite. Yeah, well, okay. This, I don't have it with me, but it's the Fire Stick 4K Ultra. You got that. Let me see if you can put it. And then you got these. Now, this one doesn't connect to the TV. I thought it did, but it didn't. That's for, I think, headphones. And that's the TF card slot and the charging slot. And that's it. This one has more, you know. Now, this one, I modded it. I modded a Fire Stick 4K Ultra. Added a big ton of memory, like 100. This one you can add up to 256 gigs. I have a 64 gig card here, and it's pretty good for me for what I needed. But this one will be more powerful. I was able to play Sega Saturn games really easily, as well as Dreamcast games, as well as Nintendo 64 games. This one emulates Nintendo 64 games okay, pretty good. This one doesn't. I can't really get it to play that well. But this one is, if you want to go for affordability, get one of these, mod it. It's not that hard. It's very simple. Very simple to do. Get yourself, it's called it's one of those cables that allows you to, because the only USB or the connector is through the one that you use to charge to power the Fire Stick. Get one of those cables that split so you can charge and so you can connect it and do that. And then get yourself a controller similar to this one. Give me 1 second. Similar to this one, an 8-bit though. Controller. And this. You get that and that. Not only that, you're able to watch your favorite channels, Paramount Plus, Hulu, Netflix, you know, because it's a Fire Stick. And that, you got like an ultimate console right here. Really, really good. So, traveling wise, I may take, because I'm planning on, so I'll do an update really soon. This will be good, as well as this little one, you know, so both, or that, you know. But you can't go wrong. But I'm very happy of this. I love this one. I love both. I love these two. I love them. I love them. They're like my go-to consoles right now. If I'm not playing an actual console like any of these other games on consoles, I'll use that for the time being. Love it. I'm a gadget guy. I like technology, like gadgets and tinkering with things like that. So yeah. Anyways, this has been my May 2022 haul. I've been rambling too much. Now I gotta do a couple of updates. Now, I was about to say when I was talking about this console, so I may not do a June haul because I'm planning on going on vacation for a couple of days in June. Late June, July. I may go on, go for a couple of days. So I may or may not do a haul video for June. And it's bad because I have some very decent stuff that's coming out in June that I bought. How much is it going to be? I don't think I'm going to be getting a lot. Especially because I want to save when I go down to visit my friends down in Southern California, and go on trips. I may go and find some interesting stuff, but for the most part, I'll probably do the June and July haul together, unless I decide to do the June haul earlier and do that. My other plan that I want to do for that video, because I'm going to pre-record several videos coming up. I already got the videos planned out that are going to be coming out. I may do the haul video, or I may do a very special Gatero Game Too Expensive to Own that I've been wanting to review for such a long time. That it's one of my all-time favorite games out there. I'll probably put it in my top 10 list of all-time favorites, in my opinion. I may do that one instead of the haul video during the week that I was supposed to release a haul video. I'll probably release that one, or we'll see. I'll do something different, unique. But that's gonna be my plan. Or the other thing, I was thinking about doing a review with my friend, because he likes Nintendo. He likes well, he's not too into video games, but he loves Nintendo games, you know. That would be an interesting video. If not, I could do the video and maybe release it later down in July, after I get back. But definitely, I'm looking forward to do that one particular video. So we'll see how it goes. Another video that I've been wanting to do for months now is the GoBots, the last GoBots collection video that I needed to do. I know that I was supposed to release that months back. What happened was that my son was playing soccer. You know, by the way, congratulations to my son and his teams. They made it second place in the soccer, in his little soccer league. Congratulations to Logan and all his friends. They made it second place, so I'm very proud of him for doing that. Very first time playing sports, and he wanted to do soccer, and now he's looking forward to do it next time. So great job, Logan. You know, a big shout out to you. But anyways, I was taking him to the soccer games and all that. So I had a really busy early spring. But now things are winding down a little bit, so we'll see. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't do that GoBots video. I may do it or may not, and maybe save it. If I do get more GoBots later down the line, I'll do that continuation. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, more Transformer videos. I want to do more G1 stuff because I have a lot of G1s, as well as the stuff that I've bought, you know. But definitely, it'll be out there. I'm just throwing it out. Again, and one more thing. I know, yeah, I'm still lazy about the documentary video that I wanted to do. But maybe never say never. Yeah, I've been pulling legs about that one, but it's been hard. And plus, I got sick. That's another one. My voice, it barely made it back. Probably gonna get back messed up again after doing this video. But anyways, yeah, I rambled long enough. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys enjoy the haul that I got. Stay tuned for the next hauls, because I have more interesting stuff coming up that didn't make it to this one. So anyways, this has been Eric, the one and only Bear Collector. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Take care. Peace out.